Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of the Ultimate Cricket Quiz Champion. I'm joined again by last week's champion, Hayden Brooks, and a new competitor for this week, Lewis Kingsley. Hello. Lewis, how are you feeling about challenging Hayden?
Well, considering you beat Tim, who's probably one of the biggest cricket badges I know, I'm a little bit apprehensive, to be honest.
It was a close one last week.
Yeah, I hope you didn't expect too much, but I'll give it a go.
Back yourself. Hope you pick the easier questions. That's how it's got to be done.
Yeah.
So it'll work the same as last week. There'll be 3 rounds. There'll be the just general cricket knowledge round where you'll have 5 questions each. Then there'll be the Who Am I, where you've got to guess a cricketer from a series of clues. And then the What's Bigger. So I'll give you 2 cricket stats and you've got to say which one is a bigger number. So Lewis, as the challenger, you can call the toss to decide whether you want set A or B of questions.
I'll go head, please, Tommy.
It is a head. So would you like set A or set B?
Set B, please.
Hayden, would you like to go first or second?
Go second.
Okay, so Lewis, round 1, general cricket knowledge. So question 1. In the history of Test match cricket, who has the most half centuries?
The history. Brian Lara.
It's incorrect. It's Sachin Tendulkar with 68. Hayden, your first question. This one's a bit easier. In the history of Test match cricket, who's the leading wicket taker?
Test match cricket, Matteo Muralitharan.
Yeah, correct. Muralitharan's got 800. So Hayden takes an early lead. Looks like it could be a long day for Lewis. Okay, Lewis, your second question. Which former England cricketer played for Papa New Guinea at the 2012 ICC T20 Qualifiers in the UAE?
Oh, come on, Lewis. You'll know this one. You'll kick yourself, mate. Come on.
Oh, it's a former England cricketer played for Papa New Guinea in the 2020 qualifiers.
You've just repeated the question, mate.
In 2012, he played for Papua New Guinea at the World T20 Qualifiers.
Am I allowed to give him some clues?
Now, hold on.
Without giving it away?
You can if you want to help your competitor, you can.
He retired at Gloucestershire.
Well, that just doesn't help me at all.
Right, I was just thinking, Bristol, you go to uni at Bristol,
Yeah,
Gloucestershire's the county.
Failed to go to the county ground yet. I mean, I haven't been any cricket skills watch. No, I don't have a clue. Let's just go with. I don't know. Oh, no, I've not got a clue. I was going to have a bold guess, but nah.
Can I answer it, Lloyd?
You can.
It's Geraint Jones, Lewis.
It is Geraint Jones.
I'm thinking Simon Jones.
So, Hayden, chance to take a 2-0 lead. And I mentioned this in last week's quiz, so if you were paying attention. How many county championships have Yorkshire won?
Oh, no. This was one of the questions of the high or lowers.
Yeah.
36.
32. 36 was Ralph Dravid's centuries.
Good effort. I'll give you that.
So 1-0 to Hayden after 2 each. Lewis, question 3. Which country has won the most cricket World Cups?
Australia.
Correct. Australia with 5. So Lewis ties it up at 1-1. Another pretty easy one here, Hayden. Definitely should have chosen set A. For what county did commentator Rob Key play his entire career?
Kent.
Correct. 2-1.
Come on.
You got a pretty easy one here, Lewis. So question 4. Which English county play their games at Edgbaston?
Oh, Birmingham or Warwickshire.
Warwickshire, correct. So 2-2.
It's for the T20, actually.
Hayden, question 4. Who is the only player in the history of Test match cricket to be part of 100 wins?
Ooh. I'd imagine he's won the Australian set. Ponting?
Correct, Ricky Ponting.
I've finished already.
Hayden goes 3-2 up. So, Lewis, if you don't get this, Hayden wins the round.
Yeah.
No pressure.
So, question 5. Which former England footballer could have been a professional cricketer and played in the same youth teams as Freddie Flintoff?
I know this. Oh, I've watched a documentary about them, and they were saying he was a really good footballer. He was really. I don't know. I want to say it's someone like John Terry or something like that. I'll go John Terry.
Correct
Lord,
answer.
just before you give the answer, sorry, just repeat the question.
So which former England footballer is it said could have been a professional cricket player?
Oh, okay. I know the answer.
Yeah. Do you know the answer?
Is it Gary Neville or Phil
Phil Neville. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it somewhere. I can't remember what in.
So Hayden takes round one. I'll ask you a question anyway. In a 2018 episode of A League of Their Own, which England cricketer was caught at second slip off the bowling of presenter James Corden?
Oh, I think I might know.
James Anderson?
Correct. He had an absolute, I'll put the clip in now, he had an absolute mad swipe to the leg side and was caught at second slip by Freddie Flintoff.
Didn't he do one with Greg James as well in like a net and he got bowled as well?
I think so.
James Anderson, yeah.
So Hayden takes round one. Lewis, going into the Who Am I? How confident are you feeling?
Well, less confident than that, and that's quite worrying. But hey, I got that closer than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 4-0, so I got a couple.
You got a couple, right?
No, I reckon I've got to think about them. Right. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Lewis. So your first Who Am I? So clue 1 for 3 points. I've taken 383 wickets and scored 5,200 runs in 102 Test matches.
I'm going to say Ben Stokes.
Incorrect. Question 2. So clue 2 for 2 points. I also played professional football for Scunthorpe and Yeovil Town.
Well, no wonder I've never heard of him. Professional football, like made league appearances, or like youth?
Yep. Professional football.
Scunthorpe and Yeovil. How many test runs was it? 5,000 and
5,000 test match runs, 380 odd wickets in 102 games.
Who's got a bit about them? Trying to think of people that are good with the bat and ball. Next clue.
So, clue 3 for 1 point. I'm widely regarded as England's greatest ever all-rounder and have received a knighthood.
It's not Freddie Flintoff. Freddie Flintoff, no.
It's Sir Ian Botham.
Oh, really? Didn't know.
You literally named all the young England all-rounders.
Yeah, but that's what I was originally.
The best one.
Oh, you never would have thought, looking at him, he'd be a footballer, would you? Oh, well.
He's got a bit of centre-half, surely.
Back in the day, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not suggesting he was turning out for Yeovil last season.
Well, I don't know.
Probably would have done a better job.
Are they in the National League now? I mean,
I think so.
He could well be turning out.
Okay, Hayden, your first one. So, clue 1 for 3 points. I'm the only Englishman to score 3 centuries in consecutive Test match innings.
Ravi Bopara.
It's correct.
It was all against the West Indies as well.
Yeah, and then he followed it up with 3 ducks.
Yeah.
Bonus points, Hayden, all right?
I won't need them, Lewis.
So Hayden goes 3-0 up. Lewis, your second one. So clue 1 for 3 points. I've played just 3 Test matches, but I'm vice-captain of my country in all formats of the game.
The reason they're vice captains because they're not that important.
Wasn't you a vice captain of the twos last year, Lewis? No.
I don't get that honour.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, they must have got the wrong person, mate. Clue 2.
Clue 2. So for 2 points, I'm currently the number 1 ranked T20 bowler in the world according to the ICC.
I want to say like Dale Steyn.
Incorrect. So clue 3 for 1 point. I'm an off spinner and I play for Afghanistan.
Oh, God. No, I ain't got a clue.
You don't know his name?
No.
Rashid Khan.
Yeah. He was on, yeah.
So Hayden, all we need to do on this one is get 1 point to win the round and the quiz.
Thanks for coming. Steve for Lewis Kingsley.
So Hayden, clue 1 for 3 points. I am an Australian batsman and I scored 4 Test match hundreds.
Marnus Labuschagne.
For God's sake.
But the thing is, I was never going to win, but it's so easy on me, man.
This is
To
ridiculous.
be fair, you've had some. I would have never have got that last one until. To be fair, I think Rashid Khan's a leg spinner.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he might be.
I reckon you might have turned Lewis.
I think
The last one.
I've got to be honest, I think if I'd said leg spinner instead of off spinner, it wouldn't have had Lewis out.
when you say the name, I know who you mean. But
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the last ones anyway because
Yeah.
I've prepared them. So, Lewis, your third one. For 3 points, I am a bowler who has played for England in all formats of the game, and I made my debut against Australia in each format.
Chris Tremlett.
Incorrect. Number 2 for 2 points, I won the 2019 Cricket World Cup with England and have batted at 3 in an ODI.
Chris Wokes.
Correct. When you said Chris on the first one, I was like, oh, hang on a minute. 2 points, well done.
Come on.
Somewhat redeemed yourself. Hayden, your third one. I'm a West Indian bowler who took 249 Test match wickets.
Curtly Ambrose.
Incorrect. For 2 points. During my career, I had spells in England with Derbyshire and Lancashire.
Courtney Walsh.
Incorrect. For 1 point, I was given the nickname Whispering Death during my career.
Oh, Michael Holding.
Michael Holding.
Could have got 3 points. That's the first person I thought. Give me that.
So Hayden takes that round 7-2 and wins the quiz by 2 rounds to 0. We'll do the last round so you can not get whitewashed.
I want to say
Just a bit of fun.
Tim redeemed himself in this round.
I've got a 50-50 chance here. I've got a more chance,
Okay, so round 3, what's bigger? So Lewis, your first one. So what's bigger, the amount of sixes hit by Don Bradman in his entire career, or the amount of hundreds scored by Ben Stokes in Test match cricket?
Don Bradman, sixes.
So in his entire career, Don Bradman hit 6 sixes, and Ben Stokes has scored 9 Test match hundreds.
Don Bradman needed to get down the gym.
Yeah, I saw it on a website. I was like, that cannot be right. So I Googled
To be
it.
fair, though, there was using like a
They were using
fence
paper.
panel as a bat. I think was he the one who coined the phrase "keep it along the floor" or something?
Yeah, that's what it said.
That's not fun, is it, Hayden? We all know we like a bit of tea.
Okay, Hayden, your first one. So what's bigger, the amount of county championships won by Nottinghamshire or the amount of county championships won by Warwickshire?
We'll go home county. We'll go Notts.
So Notts have won 6, but Warwickshire have won 7.
Yeah.
So 0-0 after the first one. Lewis, you definitely picked the more difficult questions. Your second one, what's bigger, Monty Panesar's Test match batting average or the amount of 50s scored by Graham Swan?
Now, did you watch the video last week where we spoke about Monty Panesar's batting average? Or was it on your
It's on mine and
yours and Louis' ranking?
Tier listing, yeah.
Yeah, I watched some of that. I haven't finished it yet. I've been occupied. I'm going to go Graham Swan 50s.
Correct. So Graham Swan has scored 5 Test match 50s. Monty Panesar averages 4.8.
He's a bit of a batter, Swan. He likes to tee off.
He used to open the batting for Notts in like one
in 4-day games.
I remember the T20 finals day. We were playing at Hampshire. We lost in the semi-final. He was just there teeing off, opening the batting.
Yeah, the old-fashioned pinch hitter.
Hayden, your second one. So what's bigger, the number of players who have scored a Test match 100 on their debut, or the amount of T20 international wickets taken by Stuart Broad?
We'll go Test match 100 on debut.
So 106 players have scored a Test match 100 on their debut, and Stuart Broad's only taken 65 T20 wickets. So 1-1 for this round, going into the last ones. So Lewis, your third one. What's greater, the amount of Test match wickets taken by Stuart Broad, or the amount of Test match wickets taken by Dale Steyn?
That must be close. Stuart Broad.
So Steyn has 439, Broad has 485. So Lewis goes 2-1 up. Hayden, last question. If you get this wrong, Lewis regains some dignity and takes the round. If he doesn't, we'll go to a tiebreaker. So Hayden, what's bigger, the amount of times Australia have won the Ashes, or the amount of Test match 100 scored by Kevin Peterson?
So what, Kevin Peterson scored like 23 Test match 100s, did he? Now, for them to do that, they would have the Ashes are roughly what, every 4 years.
Yeah, and then there's normally 2 in a row, isn't there?
Yeah, we'll go Kevin Peterson.
So Kevin Peterson's got 23 Test match 100s. Australia have won the Ashes 33 times.
Crikey, mate.
Oh no, because he's played every 2 years for a start.
It is. I didn't want to correct you in case it helped you.
Yeah,
So
damn it.
Lewis takes round 3.
Come on!
Clearly, as we found out in these 2 weeks, round 3 is your weakness, Hayden. So your next opponent just needs to get one of the other ones.
It is more of a guess. It's
just
more
50-50.
I'm about to say it's because I don't have to give it. I'm giving.
Yeah.
It's like I probably would have gone Dale Steyn on Lewis's question. I'm quite shocked that Broad's got 485 Test wickets.
I think it was over the Ashes over the last summer. He overtook someone to go higher up the rankings, the amount of wickets he's taken. That's the only reason I said him.
But he's like 7th on the all-time list, Stuart Broad.
Yeah, he can't be a million miles away now from McGrath then if he's got 485.
No, he's not. That's who he's just below, I think. I remember because that was in the Ashes they were giving the list.
Yeah, in terms of seamers anyway, because then above that you have Mulither and Warne, then Anderson's third.
Anderson.
And then might be Walsh or someone.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Well,
if Broad could still bat, he'd have gone down as one of the greatest players of all time. But he lost it when he was about 22.
Yeah. Well, my reasoning, my thinking was Broad made his Test debut when he was quite young as well.
Mm.
He started playing England cricket at quite a young age.
So how old is he now? He's what, 30 something now? So he would have made his debut in about 2007, 2008.
Yeah, just before the 09 Ashes. He won it. The 09 Ashes as well.
Yeah. Because he made his debut against New Zealand in New Zealand. Because Anderson and Broad replaced Hargard and Harmison in like a changeover of the guard in the second Test match, I think. Because we got beat in the first one, like battered, and then we played the second one, and Broad, Anderson and Sidebottom came in.
Sidebottom, that was it, yeah.
So I think Sidebottom got a hat-trick in that Test match as well.
See, this is why you're good at the first 2 rounds, because you just know stuff like this that most normal...
Yeah, we're going to... I think the person I've got lined up for next week is a bit more knowledgeable on cricket.
I'm going to put it out there that Hayden goes undefeated in this series.
We'll have to find someone.
I think it will be a struggle because I think there's 2 parts. You need to get a bit lucky with the questions for a start. I mean, I would say I've fallen lucky on the sort of the side of the draw in terms of the questions, and also, and what I need to win before I get to the last round. Otherwise, it is literally just a lottery.
Yeah,
and I think the second round is my forte. In terms of guessing someone.
I mean, what did you get today? Ravi Bopara for 3 points, and it was the other one? Labuschagne, 4 Test match 100s.
To be fair, the Labuschagne one was a rough guess.
I was thinking Stoinis, like Marcus Stoinis or someone like that.
I don't think he's even played Test cricket, Lewis, so...
So he'd have a job of scoring 400s.
It would have been him or Travis Head. They were the 2 that I was thinking about.
When I was watching that documentary, I the Australian cricket team. He's scored a couple.
Yeah.
No, fair play. I'll take my hat off to you, literally.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you both for taking part.
No. We'll, again,
Hayden, I'll see you again next week, where hopefully you'll have a I don't want to say better challenger, but someone who's going to push you to your limits.
Doubt it, but we'll carry on.
Thank you all for watching. If you want to take part, just drop us a message on social media or whatever, and we'll get you in the running order. All of our social media links are in the description. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.